Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are unboxing the 1/4 scale Azur Lane Duke of York racing version. Let's get into it. And here she is, and she is beep massive. This is my first 1/4 scale that I will own, and it will be my new largest figure in my collection. Not in height though, just in sheer scale, to where I've got already a Toria Lancer and Suzuhara Misa's angel form, 1/8 and 1/6, but they both measure about 45 and 48 centimeters. I believe her total height, Duke of York's, is around 35-36 mil. But in sheer size of scale, she is the biggest, technically. First, we'll look at the box. It's in this amazing, I want to say maroon, but not quite as dark, more so hot pink, which matches Duke of York's hairstyle, which we'll come to see soon. So, if you don't know anything about Duke of York and Azur Lane is a very popular mobile game that recently got adapted into an anime show, which hit off very well. But the show is basically a waifu generator. It takes ships and turns them into anime girls. So, Duke of York. She's not actually the Duke of York. It's the name of one of Britain's ships. So you've also got Prince of Wales in that battalion, who also has a figure that goes with this. And then you've got other sects. So you've got Iron Blood, which is the German ships, where you've got Frederick the Gross and Prince Heinrich and Prince Ulrich. And those are amazing characters. And they're all names of ships that served in some sort of war. And my ship knowledge isn't too good. I only know about ships because they turned them into girls. Moving on with the box, we follow on this hot pink design. And there we have our manufacturer, Mimeyoi. Mimeyoi is a fairly new manufacturer. They've only been creating figures the past few years, and they managed to grab the contract for the Azur Lane 1/4, which is massive because these figures are not cheap. Even though I got this as a bargain, I'll tell you that later. But they've been contracted to make more than just one 1/4 scale. So we also have Prince of Wales. We have Tai-Ho that was recently announced, which I've pre-ordered, and we've got a couple of other ships like Shinano coming out, which are very popular characters in the show. So it's smart moves from Mimeyoi and from Azur Lane. The other side of the box, we follow on that hot pink design. And here's an anchor with Japan. Don't know what that says. And then on the back, we have a lovely image, black and white, of our lovely 1/4 Duke of York. Artistic. So, in regards to the pricing for this, I saw this come up for retail. Ami Ami is my main store, which roughly translates to around $280. But then you also have to factor in, for me, the shipping costs and the custom charges. So I'll do this, I'll try and roughly translate this into dollars, my best I can. $280, and then it was around £70 delivery, maybe $110, and then another £76 customs, which would have been $115, $120, say. So already $280, $110, $120, $500 figure, straight up, instantly. Because she's massive, large shipping, large customs, right? But stop playing with the knife. I found this. I didn't find this. I was offered this. A friend of mine bought this brand new, pre-ordered it, paid the pre-order fee, paid for the figure, paid for the delivery, paid for the customs. And if you're watching this, I love you to bits, my dude, but I got this at a steal because I paid around $260, $270 all in. I didn't pay, they included delivery, but I didn't pay customs. So I've just said $500 figure from new. I paid about $270 for it. And she's currently selling second hand for around $590 and $630. So I'm just like, boy! I wanted this figure anyway. I actually had it pre-ordered and I cancelled it because they delayed it for 6 months. And I was like, fuck that, I don't want to wait 6 months. And then my buddy offered it to me and I was like, boy, yes, I'll take that straight away. Oh my god. We don't sell there, right? We don't. But the only reason I'm into this hobby so much is because when you do purchase a figure, 9 times out of 10, you can always get retail back, if not more. So, hang on. That Amelia there is massive. Almost as big as this box, right? It's because she's far away. And I paid $600 for her because she's huge and she was expensive. It was about $400 plus $100 plus $100 something for customs. I saw her pre-owned the other day for $1,200. I'm not planning to sell her, but literally every figure that I've bought, I can sell for retail or more. And usually more, because when people pre-order a figure, they take those pre-order numbers, say 10,000 people ordered it, they'll only make 10,000 units. And as the years go on, the figures become rare because they break and you can't buy them again. It's such, like, it is a lot of money, but it's also kind of worth it. I'm not going to sell, but it's nice to know that this hobby, I can get my money back if I need to, so it's not a complete, like, sink. Oh. I have so many physical retro games that are worth a lot, but I'll never sell them yet. Yeah, you've shown us that one before. It's Mahusiv. Yeah, I think it's super worth it. Yeah, exactly. I like collecting it. Like, anime is a huge thing for me, and I like collecting the figures, so. I'm doing this on my lap so you boys can see, because she's ridiculous. That was heavy. Here we go. And we got the instruction manuals. Okay. I usually open my figures, I just pull them apart like this and then fail, so I'm actually going to lie this down because she is big. And we need the knife, because they always put tape around the edge here. Yep. There's one. There's two. She's huge. Big. Read that in your voice, Sam. Big. One last bit over here. Yeah, this is my largest scale figure to date. I don't have a 1/4. I've got a 1/8, a 1/7, a 1/6, and now a 1/8. And soon a 1/2. Kurumi. Man, the colors on this camera are so rich. Is it good, Kid Ludens? Was it worth the money? Is it a Sony Alpha series? Yeah, it's a Sony Alpha series. It's an Alpha A6000. God. Yeah, it's so good. I'm glad. I didn't notice the difference. I was like, C920 is fine. Don't worry about it. Then you change to this, and you're like, oh my god, I was living like a peasant. No way. You can tell the quality is so good. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Oh. No substitute for optics. And that big fat sensor. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we've got the top half off, boys. Literally 4 times more of the C20 sensor. Yeah, 4 times the cost, too. So, this is a thick base. Good lord. I don't have one this chunky. It's got pins on it. That always makes me worried, because we'll see how well they've done the pins on the figure. That is lovely and chunky. Look at that. Good lord. How thick it is. Weighty. It's got to be, because she's a big girl. It's got little details on the bottom. Azur Lane, Duke of York. Prestige of the glorious formula. ID. This is number 136. That's good to know. Oh, you see my reflection of my music. Ooh. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's too reflective. Really nice red color. Yeah, dude. And then she also has her red stool to go with it. Her, like, racing bar stool. Something. That's really nice. Painted metallic. that she's going to sit her butt on. And herself. And this is always the scary part. There's no way for me to not sound weird saying this, but does the figure smell nice? I'll let you know. That's not weird, dude. Christ, she's massive. No joke, like, yeah, this is the biggest I've got, but fuck me, this is the biggest. Oh, I've got so much to talk about this. Right, I don't want to smell her somewhere inappropriate. We'll smell the shin. That doesn't smell at all, mate. Yeah? No, she doesn't smell at all, my dude. She doesn't smell. She doesn't smell at all. So, I really like this two-tone contrast that they've got with her. They've made her clothing really glossy, as you can see. But it actually feels it too. Like, I've had figures that don't feel like... It's weird to say, like, it actually feels like they've put a coat of lacquer over this, and it feels really nice. That was very sexual. Obviously, she's packing major boob. And the hair has a really nice pink ombre to it. And it's always a little brittle. That's what makes it break. But I love this. I'm a sucker for black and red. Can you tell? Everything I have is black and red in my wardrobe. And she's rocking black and red with a bit of white. But I'm absolutely sold on that. The facial details too, because this is a 1/4 scale, they are much more difficult. Not difficult, but the attention to detail has to be there. Because the figure is so large, you're going to pick up on it instantly. If you've got a little figure like this with a little shitty painted face, it's not that impactful. But for this, it very much is. And Mimeyoi has done a fantastic job at it. Ada, what you doing there? Ada. Titties. Midriff. Butt. Yeah, the details in her face are amazing. Also, if you're unaware, in the figure industry, there's something called cast-off. And what that means is a figure has a nude option. And that either means you have a part of clothing to remove, or they'll give you a body part. So you can swap, you pull off the torso, swap it with a nude torso. Now her breasts are out, right? The thing is with this is called a force cast-off, to where Mimeyoi has actually sculpted her nipples under here, but the outfit is glued on. You're not supposed to take it off. It's not part of the figure to do this. That's why it's called a forced cast-off, because you're essentially going to break the figure by heating up that area and taking it off, and you've got it. But that begs the question as to why the manufacturers even did it in the first place. There's lots of examples of this. There's a figure called Mia from De Molto Bene, which is from the Monster Musume series. She is also a forced cast-off, but she is also rare as fuck, so if people do it, they're basically destroying her. But yeah, someone... Exactly, Kid Luden. Someone was just like... Yeah, no, yo, you reckon I can take that off? And they did. And they found it. They found the grail. Should we look at her fingers? Sorry, I'm going to have to hold you at your waist. Yeah. Very on point. My speakers are, sorry, RGB. They're throwing shit off. And then her hand here, not the butt. Don't look at the butt. That's a thick butt. Love her little gloves. She is so big. Like, I don't know where I'm going to put this. Let's carefully put her down. Cool. Just going to check the manual quickly on how to put the things on the base, and then she's good to go, boys. But I'm blown away by this, and now I instantly need to buy more 1/4 scale figures. Once I've got her set up, I'll put her next to a standard scale that's sat down. Oh, did I miss a part? Okay, the stool goes on there. The stool goes on the 2 pegs here. And then there's supposed to be a part that goes on there, so we'll have a look in the bags. I might have discarded it by accident. Or, okay, that was smooth. Even though figures are supposed to be made, like, to perfection to buy, pegs scare me because pegs never fucking work properly. You'll end up pushing something onto a peg that just doesn't want to go, and you'll end up breaking the figure, and it happens so often. To where figure repairs have become a mainstream thing because people just keep fucking breaking their shit. And it's not the people's fault. Loving this red, though. Ooh. Right, we need to find that part. Found it. You wouldn't be able to tell, but it's there. Because it's clear. Cheekily in the plastic. It's a tiny little stopper thing. So basically it means that her foot's not going to go flush to the floor. So they put this in its place so it's more sturdy. So, yeah, it'll be for a heel. See if I hold her straight. Can you see her heel here is not straight? So it's basically to go there. To go there. So it makes it all flush, basically. Which is nice. This means she won't be so wobbly. Which they'll have to do because she's so heavy. If she was smaller, you could get away with it. Cool. So now that's on the base. There. And now we need to try and sit her on it. So her butt goes into this impression. And then her backhand grabs onto the back of the seat. Cool. So now she's going to sit. My god. Okay, that's gone nicely. Does that mean there's a peg? Yeah. Peg hole. Does her hair go in front or behind the chair? It goes behind the chair. Okay. Oh no, her hair's just scratched the chair. Oh no. Whoop. Is that right? Like that? Oh, she doesn't even fit in the camera. Zoom. Awesome. Oh my god. This is dope, boys. Look at this. She's massive. My first 1/4 scale. I'm gonna have to remove that Templar helmet there. Can you see? Just to the next to me. That she's gonna have to go in there because there's no room, and I don't like helmet's not anime, so I just need someone to shove it. This is awesome, guys. Really enjoy this. This also pairs with Prince of Wales, which is already out. So I just need to find her for a bargain. Then I've got the set until Mimeyoi release the others, which I've already pre-ordered. So, but what a fantastic figure! I got her an amazing price, but even without that amazing price, she's absolutely still worth the money. Details, painting, sculpting, incredible. Mimeyoi have actually absolutely pulled it out of the park with this. What an attractive figure. So she's part of Azur Lane, which is the boat waifu thing. But this is just like a racing version. This is a skin you can get in the game for her, but she's technically a ship. She's a ship foo. But this may be my favorite yours so far. Your favorite? Bruh. I like the bow and arrow girl too. Fuck yeah, that's what I was about to say. That one. Raiko, my dude. Okay, this is my favorite because every time I get a new figure, I'm just like, oh. But yeah, she's big. Should we get a small figure to put next to her? Can literally tuck her under her legs. There you go. Look at you. You're the size of a thigh. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me with unboxing my first 1/4 scale figure, Duke of York, produced by Mimeyoi, her 1/4 scale racing figure. Overall, this figure's amazing regardless of the price that I paid. Even though I got it for a bargain, I still think she's worth the full price. If you're a big Azur Lane fan, absolutely try and grab this. The detailing is amazing. Mimeyoi absolutely knocked it out of the park with this figure. And I can't wait to add more Mimeyoi to my collection, such as Princess Wales and Taiho, and others that they're planning to release. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.